gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sean Bell Wilbur.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. My name is Del, that is Devin, and we are we're winding down on the year here. We got another one to go, but we are in full holiday swing, so happy holidays to anybody who does holidays. If you don't, that's cool too.
Yeah.
But how are we doing today?
Good. Got to hit out in this cold, but other than that, it's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's sunshine. It is cold. It is very cold here on this side of the world in the Pennsylvania area. Dare I say this week in wrestling was slightly cold also?
Yeah.
It like there wasn't a whole, I mean, we had some things, of course, but we got events coming up that, we're building to, and, this is around that period, at least on WWE side, but they're building up to Raw debuting on Netflix on the 6th of January, which we are going to talk about a little bit because they are stacking that thing. I will give them that.
Wait, they got more than one match scheduled? Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're kind of sort of mini PLEing this thing a little bit. It seems like the trend that they're going into. But like I said, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I just kind of want to go ahead and get AEW out of the way, though.
Oh, let me scroll down.
So, because we're let's just jump right in, dive right in, because there's some things.
There's
a few things to talk about. It's minor, but a few things to talk about. On the AEW side, let's just start from Dynamite and
Holiday Bash.
Yes, the Holiday Bash.
This was they didn't do this last year.
Can't remember, and that's sad.
I don't remember if they did any of this last year.
I think they did, but I don't even remember what was happening in AEW last year.
No.
That's sad. But this year there are some things happening, really. Some, stuff that's going on. So let's just talk about that stuff, and then we'll tackle the WWE stuff, there was a little more going on that side, so we'll spend a little bit more time talking about that, obviously. But AEW as a whole this week, we'll start with Dynamite. Dynamite had a few things, but all in all, it was another episode of Dynamite. How'd you feel about it?
Dynamite had some good, it had 1, 2, 3 good matches.
Matches were good.
The Mercedes Moné and Anna Jay thing, I still don't see the big hype of Mercedes Moné.
I get it.
I'm not seeing anything spectacular. Her and Serena Deeb, I'm not seeing anything hype right now with them.
Okay.
I'm hoping that with Julia Hart coming back,
there's something going on.
There's something that she can go against Mercedes Moné, maybe pull a belt off of her, or become somebody that's more of a threat than the people they're putting in front of her.
Okay.
Because ain't nothing wrong with Anna Jay, but what y'all going through, what they are using Mercedes Moné for, they probably could do something better with.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not liking it.
Okay. Yeah, she cooled off a lot from her, initial debut. And that happens a lot in AEW. Like, you see somebody, they'll bring somebody in, and there's a lot of hype over them, and then they just kind of become another person. And there's nothing really special about what they're doing. And it goes a lot, I believe, too, also with the creative direction, too, in AEW. Like, there's a lot of just day-to-day stuff that that the big, larger-than-life stars that come into AEW, they just get caught in a shuffle of just regular stuff. There's nothing special about what they're doing. Their appearance the first couple weeks is like, all right, Mercedes Moné is in AEW now. I got to see what's going on. I got to see what's going on. And then, like, after the, third or fourth week, it's like, oh, she's just doing the same thing, and it's nothing.
Boring.
It's boring. Yes, it's very boring, and that's kind of like the state of AEW. Like, they're, like, the people who were there just doing boring things, or if they, or if they're doing something, they kind of look silly doing it, and yeah, I guess the first thing that comes to mind when I say that is this Tony Storm thing too. Just skipping ahead a little bit. I know we're going to go back and talk about some other stuff.
Oh, the Portrait of a Rock Star?
Yeah, like, so now Tony goes from the Timeless Tony Storm gimmick. I guess she was beaten so badly that she went back to the Rockstar Tony Storm, but this Rockstar Tony Storm's never been here. So I guess she has, like, amnesia or something, which is pretty stupid.
I don't know.
I
have no clue. I only know Timeless Tony Storm.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, I couldn't get... A lot of dumb things happen on Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, yes, a lot. But yeah, this is...
They're trying to find the right angle that hooks. But...
And I feel like they had the right angle. So, like, when she returned, with the old original Tony Storm gimmick, people loved it. People were like, okay, Tony's back. Tony and Mariah May, this is going to happen. She went back to her old self in order to, get rid of this threat that is Mariah May and get her revenge. But then it's like,
do you think that they're going to a more dissociative identity type Tony Storm, though, multiple personality type?
Which would be cool if done right, but I don't feel that AEW has the ability to do it right.
Yeah.
Nothing with the past several years creatively has given me any inkling that they could pull this off. And if that's where they're going, it would be nice to see, but it would be nice to see it done right. And I don't think it's going to be, because now the wind's out of everyone's sails where it's like, oh, she's doing like a thing that she has never been here before. And if she's never been here before, then why did she pick Mariah May to come out with? Like, logically, that didn't make any sense.
Bad writing.
There's a lot of that in AEW.
Yeah, like with the FDR thing, that was such a weak ass segment that announced that they're on vacation. Come on, like, really? First off, you get kidnapped and you're like, oh, they left us out in the cold, half dead. Y'all look real healthy for somebody who was beat to death.
Yeah. They look well off.
Well, very well off. Tomorrow they'll be back in January in the new year. You guys are on vacation.
Yeah, they probably had to take their families somewhere.
Yeah, like, first off, if y'all would have disappeared, nobody would have noticed.
And why couldn't that? And we talked about this last week. That would have been a lot better, wrestling wise, storyline wise, to just have them disappear for a while. We shouldn't.
You sitting in somebody's dining room.
Yeah, we don't need to know. Like,
cutting a promo.
Like, where's the mystery? Where's the intrigue? Where's the, I wonder what the hell did happen to FTR.
Now it's all.
This lasted what, a week? Barely a week of, being something mysterious.
That was trash.
That was that no.
That was trash. The whole MJF Adam Cole build up to
Yeah, I'm
World's End.
still hating this. Like, this is not. There's no heat in this at all.
No.
It's just paint by numbers of, I've seen all this stuff before. The whole promo on the board, and then the person behind the other person on the board, and yeah, in the ring, and then the beat up. Like, I don't care. And I like Adam Cole and I like MJF.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I don't care. Like, there's nothing about, and if done right and if written correctly, or at least better, this at World's End pay-per-view is a year from the whole Devil reveal. Like, we could have, even though side switched and MJF is now the heel and Adam Cole's the babyface, they could have told a way better story and a way more interesting story than whatever the hell this is.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of history. There's a whole year plus, because, the whole team up between Better Than You Bebe happened over the summer of last year. So you have all this history between these two, and this is what we got?
We didn't get much of anything. This is not good television.
I'm not excited for this at all, and it's very frustrating, like, when you know where AEW has been and, like, when they started and how coherent storylines were and how week by week you kind of wanted to see what was happening, and, there was a lot of intrigue involved in what was going on. There was a lot more thought, it seems like, that was being given to stories and time that was given to storytelling, and it's just week by week, it's just so erratic, it's so all over the place, and it's boring. Like, the TV is boring.
When I started watching AEW, it was exciting. It was fun. There were a lot of things going on, and not everything made sense, but it felt like there was more thought given into, what they were doing. Even though most of it sometimes didn't make sense, and things happened, but there was still more players involved. There was still more, like, just so many things happening. Now it feels like stuff is rushed.
Yes.
It feels like things are out of place, and everybody's just trying to get screen time. And it's not working.
Right.
Like, your roster is so huge. I'm missing people who brought me to your show.
Yes.
Where's Samoa Joe at? Where like, I know people get injured, they got to take time off and things like that, but where are the people who brought me to your show, who kept me interested?
Right.
Or at least give some type of update on, like Adam Copeland.
Nothing.
If you ain't on social media, you don't really know what's going on with this man.
Right.
You don't. You don't know what's going on with him. You don't know what's happening. And it sucks because, fans are missing out on stories and events and things like that, and y'all just leaving us in the dark.
Yeah. And I feel like if, now with the whole streaming thing that's going to be underway, I feel like if you watch, like, the first episode of Dynamite and then watch, like, a few episodes after that from year one, it's a completely different show, and you'll be like, wow, this is what AEW used to be. Like, this is what this was compared to what it is now. It's complete night and day. Complete night and day.
And I think they're losing fans.
Yeah, they are.
They're losing fans. They're hemorrhaging fans way too fast.
Attendance and, viewership, all that stuff is... All that stuff's on the decline.
Like, they're setting themselves up for a takeover. That's what they're doing. They're setting themselves up for TNA to come in and take him over.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
come on, TNA product is.
the TNA, by comparison, the TNA product's better.
Yeah.
Now, money wise, it's just not gonna work. But I feel like more people are. If TNA got on like a better network, they would probably be doing, leaps and bounds better than AEW right now. Because the product's better. Like the show's more interesting. Wrestling wise is good. You can make the argument of, in ring between AEW and TNA, yes, but the show's more interesting.
Yeah.
All the entire product itself is more interesting than whatever's going on in AEW right now. And AEW has the players. They have the people there. It's just there's no
direction.
There's no direction. There's nothing to really care about here. You talk about this whole back and forth weird, I'm a heel now pandering to Hurt Syndicate Ricochet, your boy Ricochet. Like, let's talk about what's going on with that. Like,
him going heel. I don't have anything to say about it because I don't care.
Yeah, like
He never came off as a babyface on the AEW. He doesn't come off as a heel.
He's just a guy that's there.
Yeah, you trying to stay relevant because fans are starting not to like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Fans aren't liking him.
Like that,
tossing toilet paper at him. And,
he had like a good month.
Yeah. The hype was there.
Month.
We thought we was going to get a good Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
I even said it. I'm like, oh, he out there doing work. He doing great things.
Yeah.
Now it's like you're not playing arrogance as a role. Like, you're not being an arrogant character.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
You're an arrogant person in real life.
It's just not. Yeah, it's.
Now, if he was trying to build up, if all this was something to build up towards a character.
And like lean into this super hard and like have it make sense.
He's not that good of on the mic.
No, true.
And that's what's messing him up. Because if Ricochet, I could see Ricochet
if he can tap into that, and like have it, really, really work. And like you got somebody like right now, you got the whole Hurt Syndicate thing going on, and then you got Swerve there also. I kind of sort of do think that at some point Swerve is going to be the odd man out here, and then the Hurt Syndicate and Ricochet are going to wind up working together at some point. But I am not 100% sure. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, dude.
It doesn't make sense to me because Ricochet's such a bad actor.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow right. It doesn't feel right. Like, he comes off as being, how the Miz is acting right now?
Yes.
He's like a worse version of that version of the Miz, if that makes sense.
Oh. Yeah,
like
okay. Yeah, I get, yeah. I get
he's not doing what he needs to do. Ricochet, a heel Ricochet needs to be Carmelo Hayes arrogant.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I can do all this and that. What does it say? I'm out of this world or whatever it is. Like, drop that because that's lame.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yo, lean into that. If there was no Ricochet, there was no AEW thing.
Yeah.
Like, be that arrogant.
Be that guy.
Yeah, like, don't go out there and be like, oh, I'm dressing up for success with the Hurt Syndicate and have Bobby grip you up like you was like, like you was like 6 years old who, overflowed the toilet.
Yep.
And, it's
that, and
it's not hitting. It's not working.
I would get on board with that character. Because, like, how I don't like Carmelo Hayes, we need a Carmelo Hayes
on AEW. Yeah, you need somebody like, yo, I hate this dude. Like, this dude is so annoyingly arrogant. Like, I can't stand this guy. And we don't have anybody that invokes that type of emotion on AEW.
Nobody. There's nobody for me to hate on. Nobody. And that's weird.
Yeah, that's
true. To watch a show, and I'm like,
it's supposed to be MJF, but people,
I either like you on AEW or I don't care about you.
Yeah.
And if I don't care about you enough to hate on you, you're not relevant.
Yeah.
Like Christian Cage, love Christian Cage, love Nick Wayne.
Yeah. Like Christian is that arrogant, but Christian's always been that. So it's like, it's not, that's nothing new. Like, there's nothing, like, it's like, okay, you see Christian Cage, you know what you're going to get because he's that guy. He's that good. He's built that legacy, and he has that portfolio of being that person that you're just, okay, I'm watching it because, one, I enjoy what he's doing, but I know I'm going to get that from him. So I don't have that emotion like from it. It's like I'm just enjoying this artist at work type thing.
It's like Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay has that attitude, and I'm better than you. But it's not over the top.
Right.
It's enough that keeps him interesting.
Yeah.
But also he proves it in the ring.
And he's likable.
And he's very likable.
So that's your, like, that's your, I am that good, but, people also know that. So, it's that whole babyface thing for Ospreay. And, it's not a lot that people really, I mean, Darby Allin, the crowd loves Darby. I mean, what's not the, speaking of that, Will Ospreay and Darby Allin, absolutely incredible, ridiculous match.
Oh, yeah, with the Continental Classic Gold League match.
Ridiculous match. Yeah. And that's never the argument with AEW. The in-ring stuff is never the argument. Like,
sometimes it is.
Sometimes
they got some people who shouldn't be wrestling.
True. I'll give you that. But, like, when they can do in-ring, like, the talent's there and the matches are entertaining. It's the, we always say it's, it's outside of the ropes. It's not in the ring.
Yeah.
With AEW, it's the stories and the characters that don't really hit. But
and they're they start cutting these little before match promos that feel real 90s.
Yeah, and I get why you're doing it, but they're not good.
I can't hear right. Like, why are you? Come on, my mic cost $100. Yeah. I know y'all got more than $100 on the mic.
Like, when WWE does it, it's fine.
Yeah, but like you're recording audio from the stands. Like, can we tap into the actual box to get clean audio so I can hear what they're saying?
Yeah, like, I can record it on my phone and have better,
Yeah, I'm at the point where I don't want them to get good cameramen. Do not change the cameraman.
Just keep it. Just this part of the charm. It's part of the thing.
I can't. Y'all upgrade. Like, besides the fact that AEW always looks dark and gritty.
Yeah.
Like, it looks low budget.
It has that feel, yeah.
And I love that about AEW.
Yes.
To me, that's a charm. To me, it pays homage.
It's different.
Yeah, to your old school ECW arenas and stuff like that.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. I don't know if they do that by choice or that's just they budget they got.
Trying to keep it dark because ain't nobody in there now. But I mean, it's been like that. The tone's been like that. Even when they had more people, like they've kept like a certain feel, a certain atmosphere.
To me, that's part of AEW. If y'all went high budget with certain things, I'm not gonna really be feeling it because that's not the lane y'all need to be in. Y'all the everyman wrestler.
Yeah, don't try to be the spectacle. Don't try to be the the thing that AEW is. I mean, that WWE is. Don't try to be.
But y'all have the money to put together decent stories. Like, for me, it feels like your story is like one person doesn't know what the next person's doing. And you're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
What the hell else happened on AEW?
Well, who the hell is AJ and Big Justice?
I don't care.
All right. That's fine. We leave it at that. I didn't know what that was.
Again, these are things that they take wild swings at a lot of things, and they hope that the few people that know about this feel like they just are under the assumption that everyone's going to like it or everyone's going to. I don't know. I
know what it was.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like when they do things like that, I really don't know what the end game is. Like I feel like you're doing it, yes, for a certain few people, but it's a certain few people. Like this isn't gonna get the masses. You know,
yeah, y'all trying to do nostalgia stuff.
This isn't gonna get,
but it ain't big enough.
Yeah,
it's like Saturday night WWE Saturday Night Main Event.
Right.
They threw a lot of nostalgia stuff out there. Like, oh shoot, I remember that. I know who that is.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Yeah. It worked. But
this,
nah.
I was like, should I Google these people? Nah, I'm not wasting my time.
I was about to say, but you didn't care.
I didn't care enough. Exactly. I just thought it was a dad and a kid who won something, want to, make a wish or something. And they're like, oh damn, I hope he pulls through whatever the little boy going through, because he seemed a tad bit hutched in the head for me. I'm like, why is he screaming every 2 seconds? I'm like, oh, AEW, they doing charity work. They probably doing something with St. Jude's or, helping foundations with kids with, disabilities or stuff. And then I tuned out because I thought it was some type of charity thing.
Which is great if they do things like that. That's always good. But yeah,
but that wasn't the case though.
That was not the case.
I'm gonna try to keep my positive thoughts and just leave it at that.
Yes, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah,
but yeah, no. And then you had, and everything with Moxley and Hangman and Orange and Jay White. Like, I'm losing more and more interest the closer we get to the pay-per-view.
I am too.
And I'm supposed to be excited about this. Because it's more and more relevant. Like, it's I don't know. It's Jon Moxley's not losing the AEW title. I don't believe.
No.
And I feel like this is just, this is just empty. Like all of this that's going on is just empty. Like I feel nothing for any of this.
Yeah, I'm at the point right now. I like the chaos, but I'm not liking the fact that there's nothing really happening at this point.
Yeah, week by week, you're just
attacking people right now.
And you've been doing that since we started this months ago.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And the group's not. It's a handful of y'all. Y'all group isn't growing.
Right.
There's no divide in the company. It's you and a handful of people against the company, and then the individuals who don't want to have anything to do with it. Like if y'all would have made it like how they did the Team AEW and Team whatever, that would have been better.
Yeah, like the lead or whatever was going on when they was doing
build this faction up to get a divide in the company, and you can scrap all this extra dumb stuff for a while.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. It's like if you're trying to get somebody to buy the pay-per-view, like there's nothing different week to week that moves the needle in a positive way to get me to want to see it. I'm just getting bored week after week. And it's like, there's nothing different, even like a slight subtle change or even something that's like, ooh, I don't know where that part of that's going. Yeah. Let me tune into the pay-per-view. Maybe something will happen. I'm not even getting any of that from this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing no discord between like Yuta and Moxley, Pac doesn't seem like he's
He
changing
just
sides or causing
shows up to
anything.
work every week. He's just there.
Like you introduce Hangman with Orange and Jay White. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. At all. And Jay White, he don't understand it either. When they cut the promo
I'm with
before
Jay.
the joint,
I'm with Jay on this one. I don't listen.
he was confused.
Me too.
He probably don't know. He probably missed that board meeting. He came to work like, oh, Hangman is with us now. What are you talking about?
Huh? Why are we doing this?
I'd rather you drop Hangman and get Darby.
Yeah. I mean,
at least I know I'm going to get a better... Like, I'm not saying... Hangman wrestles good against certain people. But Darby wrestles good against everybody.
True. And Darby was involved in the whole, having a title match and doing all this and that. And it's like, all right, we just forgot all about that for a little bit. We're going to put Darby on the back burner.
Hangman should, once Hangman and Swerve fell off, that was done. I think they didn't have anything for Hangman to do.
They were trying to find a way to put him back into you caring about him being a main eventer, but it's just so convoluted here, and I don't care about him being a main eventer right now.
No.
I don't.
He was good with him and Swerve. Then that died out. I stopped caring about Hangman.
Yeah, it's like, that it was a great blood feud. It was like, all right, I want to see what happens week to week. And I want to see, like, where's this going? Like, how, like, these guys have a problem. They have an issue week to week. It spirals a little further out of control. Let's see where this goes. And we don't have that with them. Actually, a good segue and a good way to just jump. We do have that, talking about Raw and WWE on the WWE side with CM Punk and Seth Rollins right now. Like, that is something that's like, all right, week to week, I kind of want to see where we're going to get to with this.
Yeah.
And then that little thing that they give you to keep you intrigued was this gigantic brawl, pull apart, whatever you want to call it, that they had on Monday, where they were just brawling and, all of that after Punk came out and did the promo to open the show. So, like, that type stuff is like, all right, now Monday night, what's going to happen next? They can't seem to lay off of each other, like this, they're constantly at odds. They're constantly fighting. Like, it seems like the scale is being up every week because there's something different added to it.
Yeah, they're good with building, building tension between people. You had like Ludwig and Braun.
Right.
Is it something I really care about? No, but I see, because Ludwig is good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's a good antagonizer. He's good on the mic. He's a good wrestler. Braun's also a great wrestler, but trash on the mic.
Yeah.
Horrible on the microphone.
Yeah, I really don't care for Braun Breaker talking really either.
So when there's a conflict, when Ludwig introduces himself into a situation and causes a problem, he causes a problem.
True.
And I'm like, so I'm more invested because I'm like, all right, I know Ludwig. If he about to say something, he about to do something.
Something's about to happen here.
So I'm excited. I get like, when he's got his attention focused on somebody, it builds, and it doesn't build long. It's usually, I got a problem with you on Monday. I see you next Monday, if not tonight.
True.
He's quick with his. So, I like how they build some of the tension and stuff on the show. I'm mad that, well, I knew Raquel wasn't going to win.
Oh, yeah.
The first the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament.
Yeah, that triple threat, yeah.
Because she's dealing with that Rhea Ripley trash. I'm not calling Rhea Ripley trash.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
telling
know
you
what
the
you
whole
mean.
situation
Yeah,
is
yeah, the
trash.
whole-
I'm done with it.
Okay, you're done. You're over
I'm
it.
over it.
Okay.
Give Rhea the belt back and let's move on.
Well, maybe we'll talk about what they're doing for the Netflix episode of Raw in a little bit, but
then you screw Kaden Carter over. Come on.
I mean, it's Kaden Carter. She is.
I know she like below mid tier, but that's the bull woman.
You talking about Damian Priest?
There it is. A Damian Priest woman. You're not gonna give her. Oh, you give Jimmy Uso woman a shot. Tag team gold, but you can't give Priest woman a shot. Come on. Come on.
I
Wait,
mean,
isn't that Jimmy? Yeah,
yeah. I mean, listen, Bianca and Montez Ford. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Wait. You know what?
I don't even remember last time I seen him.
Exactly. So, but yeah, like, and then going back to the Punk and Seth thing, the other little things that they do is they added a little touch of something extra here, and they're WWE is good at keeping you interested in other things while they're keeping you interested in the big thing, because the interaction between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins in the back about, all of, like, look, now you see what's going on. You see what I've been saying?
Yeah.
Type
Drew
thing.
trying to get some friends on his side.
Exactly. So,
But I don't like that about Drew. I don't. I need Drew should stay solo with this.
Okay.
By himself. He should be by himself.
One man crusade on just
a straight wrecking ball.
Just taking everybody who got anything to do with the OG bloodline.
And anybody who get in his way. I don't want you looking for friends. Because then you throw me off. You can't be this badass Scottish warrior. Oh, I'm all me. Oh, now you looking for hugs and kisses? Come on. He had me on his side until he talked to Seth.
Until he talked to Seth.
And I'm like, oh.
I mean,
you might as well start carrying his sword around again.
I mean, could a alliance be interesting?
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't.
That's fair.
I need Drew pissed off at everybody attacking people. I don't want him in some tag team match. I need him in a handicap match against two people he don't like.
Okay.
I don't want him to have friends. Not right now. Maybe when business is over, you can make a little throw a little olive branch to somebody.
Right.
Right now, I need to see you taking care of business.
Okay.
If you depending on people to take care of business, you're not really taking care of business.
True. Maybe he's planting that seed for the future, though. Just like, Seth dealing with Punk, right? I know it's weird, but it could be weird enough where it just might work.
I don't know.
So we had that. What else we have?
War Raiders.
Yes.
They're the new champs.
Yeah, so we got new tag team champions, in the War Raiders, finally getting the titles off of Finn and JD, which and maybe obviously this is going to help play into the
collapse of Judgment Day.
Yeah, the whole collapse of Judgment Day, which I think it's time for. And War Raiders coming back, got a lot of, people are enjoying this. What I want, hope, and think should happen is the War Raiders are not saying they're placeholders, not saying they're transitional, but the War Raiders, I think, should drop the titles to New Day.
That'll work.
I mean, you got War Raiders, who is a hot team right now. The team on the opposite side, who is getting getting an opposite reaction right now, is the New Day. Because I'm loving the New Day stuff. Like, I'm loving it. Just keep getting completely disrespected by everyone. They can't talk. The crowd just boos them out of the building. Nobody wants to sit with them. Like, they actually get time on the microphone and something happens and they just like completely like are
Ray was
cut
like,
off.
y'all can't come into the locker room. Yo, shout out to Ray Mysterio Sr., yo.
Yes.
Yeah, we lost him.
Yeah, so that was a thing. Ray Mysterio Jr. for a long time, who evolved into Ray Mysterio. Obviously got the name from Ray Sr. So that was definitely a loss for the wrestling world. Condolences out there. But yeah, like, I think that could be the thing. Like, not saying like, New Day just gets a match like immediately, but I think, this spiral that New Day's going into could, lead to them either earning a title shot, having some type of interaction with the War Raiders at some point, and then, them being able to win the tag team championships from them at some point and, become the heel tag team champions that I feel like we should be getting at some point in time in the
not
too distant future. Because right now, like, we haven't seen them do a whole lot, in ring or anything really in ring since the big turn. So all we've been seeing them set up the fact that, they did such a horrible thing, nobody bangs with them no more. So it's like,
They wasn't that bad.
Well, for, as loved as he was in the locker room and as a whole and all that stuff like that.
He ain't been in the locker room in how many years? Come on. How long? He ain't been in there forever. Been in the locker room in so long.
If Rey Mysterio takes a stand, it's like, yo, we don't want y'all in here.
I like Ray, but he ain't take care of his kid. Look how his kid turned out.
Yeah, Dom's,
He's not the one to be taking advice from about morals and stuff like that. His child's a dirtbag.
Dom is a dirtbag.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Dom is a dirtbag. But, so we had that War Raiders. Like you said, the Judgment Day thing is, I'm kind of over the Judgment Day thing too. It's just something that's just on and on and on.
Raw was short, yo.
Your Raw felt really short too. Another thing I'm kind of sort of hoping that is getting over pretty soon, and we're getting to the point where, Chad Gable decides he wants to go through Alpha Academy now. Like, I'm kind of over this too. Like, I'm over the American Made and Alpha Academy thing. I kind of just want Chad Gable and American Made to do something else. We
need an Otis and Chad Gable match.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get there. I think maybe what happens is Chad Gable did say he wanted to go through Akira Tozawa first. So maybe we get something on Raw this week, tomorrow, Monday, as we record on Sunday, and maybe something for Netflix. Maybe we get the big match. Maybe Chad Gable does something to Tozawa, or Otis does a run in, and they're like, you know what, this match is happening, and they sign it. They sign it for the big debut on Netflix. I would want to see that match there as opposed to maybe like a random just nothing throwaway match.
I agree with you.
So maybe we get that there. They seem to be stacking the show, with rivalries and having rivalries and things like that come to a head right now. Because, all right, so a little bit quickly, let's just talk about where they're going right now, because they're kind of setting it up like a little PLE, if you think about it a little bit. We talked about Seth Rollins and Punk and their problems, and they're supposed to be having a match on Netflix. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be, a match that you could kind of see being, even though it's a little ways away, but WWE has done it and done it good in terms of watering something down, stretching it out a little bit. Something you can kind of figure oh, this could be like a good WrestleMania match or something like that. But right now, the time for, Netflix getting a weekly live TV show is a big deal. So what better way than to, top load this thing? And Seth Rollins and CM Punk is signed for the debut on Netflix. You got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the title. You also got Roman and Solo in a tribal combat match. So they're piling this thing up. They're piling it up. They're making so
there's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Because, Netflix wanted certain people on Raw.
Yep.
That's why Braun Strowman with the SmackDown.
Yeah, feuding with Carmelo Hayes now.
Great. It's fun.
I do like that. I do like that.
It is so fun.
Yeah, I really
Don't
like
drag
that.
it on too long.
Right. But
give
the
him
whole
one more
Carmelo
match.
Hayes annoying the hell out of Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Give him one more match. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Don't do that 10-match Andrade crap again.
No. Yeah.
Braun got one. Carmelo got one. Give him that third one and move on.
Move it on. Yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. So there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking, a lot of things, a lot of different, things going on. Because like you said, Netflix wants certain pieces in play, certain characters, certain wrestlers, certain personalities on that show.
And that tells you how powerful Netflix is.
Yeah.
But they telling WWE, well, we want this and we want that. And Triple H and them is like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it happened when they got the SmackDown deal with Fox. Fox was like, look, we need, we want some things happening here. Like, we need some guys, like, we need, like, some of the stars, to be on the network. So yeah, man, it looks like it's shaping up, and it should be interesting to see who goes, to SmackDown or who comes over from SmackDown to Raw in the, what do they call it? Something window is like a trade window, talent window.
I just call it a draft.
It's I don't know what they're calling it right now, but people are going to start popping up on different shows. One person who will not be doing that, at least as far as I know, because that person is a brand new champion. I want to talk about, while we're talking about SmackDown, your girl Chelsea Green as the brand new Women's United States Champion. How we feel about that? I'm excited. How we looking?
I wanted her to win.
I wanted a celebration this week, but it's fine that we didn't get it.
I think she's on vacation.
She's going to Disney.
Yeah.
They go if Chelsea Green, they go to Disney a lot. So it was kind of like a funny, like when I heard that line, it was actually hilarious. But
like I did, I wanted Chelsea to win. I think she's gonna be a great champion.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna bring.
It should just be all bullshit finishes from like forever.
Yeah,
just like her, her and Piper just doing a whole bunch of just like.
She needs to keep this for a while.
Yes, actually would love. So great.
Because she was like, oh, I should have been champion a while ago. Then they released me. And I'm like, damn, you bring it up. You trying to pull a CM Punk moment? Watch your tone.
It's all good now. She's, and people love the Chelsea Green character. And, she's been, if you've seen like the whole TNA stuff with the, or Impact. Was it Impact at the time? I think it was Impact at the time. She was just doing she's always been great, like just great on TV. Like she's always been so entertaining. But yeah, man, like I'm enjoying that. I can't wait for like a celebration for Chelsea, but we got that on SmackDown. We got more of the bloodline stuff. We're setting up for that tribal combat match for Netflix, which is going to be on Raw. We had the some more Motor City Machine Gun stuff with DIY, which I'm enjoying. I am enjoying this.
I like DIY. I'm glad they got the tag teams.
You like heel DIY?
Yeah, I like DIY.
Okay,
this is right where they need to be. I understand
I
you're
am
a
liking
Machine
this
Gun
feud.
Kelly fan. I mean, Motor City.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully. Yeah.
What's the names? Motor
City
City
Machine Guns. For people watching and listening, there was a discussion on the Level Down podcast. Please go and listen to that about Machine Gun Kelly. Random. We took a complete left turn on that podcast, and Machine Gun Kelly came up for some crazy reason, and that's how Devin got confused. Yeah. I don't like Machine Gun Kelly. No. I like the Motor City
Machine Guns. Yeah,
but no, like I like this. I like all of this. I like where this is. This is going.
It's entertaining. It's fun.
Yeah, heel DIY is great. And yeah, like I'm like, these are the things I'm looking forward to seeing. Like I'm looking forward to seeing another match between them, and like maybe being Gargano and Shelly had their match. I would love to see a match between Ciampa and Sabin. They're both like, everybody can hold their own in singles.
Yeah.
So it's not like you got like this tag team who is just a tag team and they're fight. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is great singles wrestlers also. So they could just keep spinning this thing and doing whatever, and it would be fantastic. So yeah, give me more of that. What else do we have?
Oh, Bianca giving...
Naomi did that shit, yo. Naomi did it. Naomi did that shit. Now I'm before, like, when it first happened, I was like, damn. I was like, I was kind of like leaning towards Bianca, but I'm like, nah. Now I'm like, no, Naomi did that shit. Naomi did that shit.
I'm thinking that too.
Come on, baby girl, you did it.
I'm thinking that too.
Naomi did it.
Yeah,
you the perfect place now. Now you got the tag team titles. You rolling with Bianca. Bianca is like, like, Bianca's awesome. Everybody loves her.
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's why I was like, at first I was like, are they going to do that? I didn't want it to happen, but I was kind of figuring. But now the more I see, as the weeks go, I'm like,
Naomi.
Yeah, I'm like, Naomi did that. I'm like, she did that shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
Because it's either her or Bailey.
She did it. True, yeah. Either Naomi or Bailey.
But you're not going to have... You just get Bailey just win babyface. You're not going to switch it back that quick.
Who's benefiting from this?
Naomi.
Naomi probably ain't like Jade when they had that whole that match at WrestleMania when they had the six woman John. She's probably cold off of then. Like,
yeah. Naomi didn't like Jade because she was always beefing with her friends. Because Jade don't like Bailey. Jade don't like none of them.
So,
they take her out.
Well, what better way? And then there's more. There's less. As as the weeks go on, the more I see in Naomi, like, there's less and less of the glow.
Yeah,
you don't see a whole lot of glow no more. Trying to, I guess, get people to get used to the fact that,
she
in a
about
minute,
to switch.
Ain't gonna be no damn glow. In a minute, it's gonna be, yeah. So I don't know, like, it's the thing I noticed, like, less and less. There's less and less of all that, And
she out there to get people.
Now she a tag team champion. She got her one half of the tag team titles back. That she ain't really lose. She gave that joint up when her and Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné, left WWE. Then she got her title back. Take Jade out, get what was yours back.
Damn. Like I said before, we need Naomi to do a Stone Cold Vince McMahon hospital
With
scene.
Jade.
That'd be great. Oh, I need to see that.
That would be fantastic. Oh boy, but yeah, man, I feel like Naomi did that.
Yeah, I can agree with you there.
Yeah, so that would. Could I be wrong? Yes, but Naomi.
Yeah, chances are we not.
Yeah, we not right, but Naomi did it. She did it. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, that was what we had. That was our week. Really, we're getting ready for Raw as we say goodbye to the USA run and hello to Netflix, and hopefully it's a lot more smoother than that Tyson fight was.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's like this is gonna be a weekly live thing. It's hopefully everything
they better bump that PG-13 rating up.
Hopefully everything. They said they wasn't, but maybe we'll see something.
Yeah,
maybe we'll see something. Like they ain't gonna be, ain't nobody gonna get stabbed out there, but
no, but we should see some things.
Yeah, maybe something. Maybe. But, we're here for it. We're always here for it. And that's going to go ahead and do it for us on the Bury the Booking podcast. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Enjoy your holiday. If you celebrate, we are going to see you next week, and have a safe one.